Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for a purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. For uses of use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, education, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Now let's start this dang show.
You gonna have any fights this week? Oh man, we gotta have some fights.
Brock in practice for 2 straight days. Are you concerned about his availability for Sunday?
We figure he's playing. We think he's playing, but we wanted to make sure and rest him throughout. And so we have to list him as questionable, but he's planning on playing.
As far as Michael Mayer, what do you think of his availability as well?
That's yet to be determined. We're giving him all the time we can.
I know it hasn't been a large sample size, but how have you felt when you've had both of those guys on the field and doing 2 tight end sets?
Oh no, we love those guys. Yeah, we love having them out there, and it does, it does hold us back a little bit. Fortunately, Ian does a really nice job and does all the same stuff, so that we can share the load there. But we really like having Michael and Brock together.
With Brock, was there a setback of some sort, or just kind of a change in the way you guys are managing?
No, it just we just want to make sure and slow it down a little bit and give him some extra rest. That's really what we try to do.
Obviously, we talked a little bit about Sloan stepping in. Just as you've gone through the week, how have you gauged how ready he is for this opportunity?
Well, it's kind of been real quiet. Nothing's happened over there when we've tested him and tried him out in all situations. So he's played like a vet, went right over there and took over, and so we got nothing but good expectations right at this point.
Just wanted to get Jack Besh a little more work. What does he provide to you guys that maybe you aren't getting out of the receiver?
He's a good all-around player. He's a good ball player. He does well on special teams. He's physical, and he has good sense, good awareness. You go all the way back to his freshman year in college. He led their team in receiving with a bunch of really good guys on that team. He's a natural football player, and so it does apply to all aspects of it. So as we're going, his role hopefully will continue to grow, and we'll just give him more opportunities.
I know Max popped up in the injury report yesterday. How is he?
He was fine today. Yeah, he was fine.
I know this is about the time we thought Lonnie Johnson might be getting close to that. Is there any update on him?
He's really stepped up his rehab. He's doing all kinds of stuff, some on the field, and he's. What I'm hearing is he's well ahead of the schedule. So I don't. It isn't yet that he was supposed to be ready. He's supposed to be 3 weeks from now or something like that. So, but he's in good shape. He's really positive and upbeat about it, and we're hoping to get him back. We really look forward to that.
Like after practice, we noticed like you guys either let us knock out or what you guys were doing after with like all of that, basketballs across the field. I was wondering, what's the significance of doing that after practice? Is that more like morale or just bonding?
You either compete or you're not.
You guys all good? Good. Okay, thank you. Thanks, Coach.
What up, Raider Nation? This is your Friday Cage Match Show. As we talk about the game coming up against the Colts, we are 1-3.
The horses.
Yes, the My Little Ponies. So, hello everyone. Welcome to the Friday show. Asylum, how are you doing?
I'm happy it's Friday. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
I'm happy it's Friday.
Yes, and it's only a few days into game day. How do you feel? Let's just off the bat. How do you feel about just right now, the matchup right now? Raiders going into Indianapolis. They have a pretty good offense that we have to defend, but then again, the defense is okay. But Geno Smith. So
Geno Smith. Yeah, I mean, we're getting to the keys of the game, but this at the end of the event, she's worried about this game. This is that game. I mean, if I remember correctly, from what I saw, aren't the Colts 4-0?
No, they're 3-1.
Oh, they did lose one game? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought they were.
I like this score right here, okay? 175-10. That's what I want to see.
Okay. Not with Geno Smith at the damn quarterback position. That might be how many interceptions he throws in the game. But that's not going to be. That's not going to be what happened. I don't know what happened to Savage here. Hello. He lost his picture. He needs to connect his mic and his camera. Well, connect them. What? Yes, I'm worried about this game too. It'd be great to be able to get that second win. You know what I mean? Be able to, get there. But unfortunately, it's tough. Let's see what he's got for the tail of the tape and all that other nice stuff. Because I can't even hardly play anything because everything he has is on his damn computer. Oh, here we go. Let's see. What's he always like to do? He likes to go, let's go to the head-to-head. Here we go. It's a tied series. That's good. That gives us hope. But, I mean, let's look at the last two times we faced them. Loss, win, loss, win, loss. So, I mean, I guess we're due for a win if you go by this pattern that we got going on here. Are you back? Okay, I don't think he's got sound. I see picture, but I don't got sound. No, Geno hasn't given us much. I mean, other than interceptions. Can't hear you.
Oh my God. Okay.
There you go.
You hear me now?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna say one thing, Kay.
Hey, look, I audible better than Geno did.
I'm just gonna say, StreamYard, you really want me to go to that next level, or whether it was Goodell, or whether it was YouTube. But you know what? I'm back. Here we go.
I don't know. They screwed with my camera, so.
All right, we're back. We're back. Okay. Good job, Asylum. He had to go in there and say, hey, audible. Here we go. All right, let's do this again.
I went, Omaha!
No, you. That is a Peyton Manning reference, and Peyton Manning's team was the Colts. Gotta be good with
it.
It
worked.
Gotta be
Omaha.
All right.
I live right above Omaha.
Yes.
No, I was just saying, just Omaha. Omaha.
I thought there was more. More to that story. So yes. Okay, we're back. you know, I have this whole laboratory here with what we do here. So I don't know what happened, but this is not the first time this happened. But StreamYard, just watch StreamYard. Just watch StreamYard. You're really getting on my nerves, bruh. All right. Let's look at this, Asylum. Look at this right here. 11-11, the all-time series.
Did you hear what I said, though, too?
Omaha.
Go by the pattern. We're due for a win.
Yeah. Win, loss, win. Loss, win. Loss, win, loss. We're going to say yes. We are due for a win.
It's a win. The patterns do not lie.
Yeah, and I didn't fix that. Oh, wait. Okay. You know what? I didn't fix this. It is 11-11. No, because it still says Chicago. All right. You know what? Whatever. We all remember what happened the last time the Raiders played the Colts, and that was that Minshew game when Minshew beat us. We were on that little playoff run with AP when AP was interim, and we had those that great win against the Kansas City Chiefs on Christmas Eve, and then we went to see the Colts
in order to make help us stay in the playoff run.
Yes,
and we let Minshew beat us.
Yes. And then it came to our team, and Minshew still beat us. But don't worry, because we have a new Minshew. No, let's not say that. Let's not say that. But
I don't know who's worse, Minshew or Jimmy Garoppolo. Fuck. He's playing
I don't know, but we have Jimmy Gino Minshew. Okay, that's what we have right now.
What happens when Jimmy Garoppolo and Minshew have a baby? Comes out Geno Smith.
One of us like, wait a minute, it's not none of our skin tone. Anyways, looking at this right here, Geno Smith 1-3 to Daniel Jones 3-1. Daniel Jones is having a resurrection in his career with the Colts, so he's riding high. Coming from what was he coming from again?
The Giants.
Yeah.
I was about to say, it's funny how both former New York quarterbacks revived their careers on another team.
Yeah.
And now one's going back to the New York ways for some fucking reason. We can hope it's going to be Daniel Jones in this game, but I seriously doubt it.
Daniel Jones has been playing well, and it all goes to you get these quarterbacks in a situation that favors their skill set or whatever. I don't know what the issue is with Geno Smith, but Daniel Jones is finding his way. You know, he got on that Colt, and the Colt is taking off with him. And Geno Smith,
I know. Daniel Jones found the Colt, and like you said, he said, "Hi ho, Silver, away!" And Geno Smith was trying to fucking figure out how to get on the goddamn horse.
Oh God! But look at this right here: 63.6 completion percentage to Daniel Jones, 71.9, pretty good. 948 passing yards to Daniel Jones, 1078. Okay, favored him. Passing yards per attempt, 7.5 Geno. Daniel Jones, 8.9. Okay, Daniel Jones. 237 yards a game passing to Daniel Jones, 269. Oh, yeah, we got a win right there. 6 passing touchdowns to 4. Okay, that's us, to Geno Smith. But here it is right here, Asylum. We all know it. We all circle it. We all have been trying to figure it out. 7 interceptions. He only has 2, Daniel Jones, but Geno Smith, 7 interceptions.
If you continue going down, there's another glaring fucking number at the very bottom.
Daniel Jones is dangerous on his feet near the goal line.
He looks dangerous on his feet?
He doesn't. He doesn't look. Daniel Jones, when he was with New York, the Giants, he looked like a Temu version of Eli Manning. You know, just with the like an AI Temu version. The eyes are all cross-eyed. You know, it didn't really generate well. And but now in Indy, he looks like like Woody from Toy Story riding high on his horse, shaking in my boots. So right there, the quarterback play, as you can see, will be very important in this game. Obvious. Very important in this game.
Very differences.
Yes. And if you look at the playmakers, breaking them down right now, like we said, Daniel Jones, 71.9, 78 yards this season so far, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions to Geno Smith, 6 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Ashton Genty, after that breakout game this past game against the Bears, 68 attempts for the season, 282. 2 touchdowns on the ground. That first game against the Patriots, and then this past one, the longest of 64. That was that touchdown that he had. Geno Smith is our second best rusher by yards. 13 attempts, 66 yards, no touchdowns, along of 20. Jacoby Myers is still looking for his first touchdown, 21 receptions, 258 yards. And so is Brock Bowers, who has been hobbled with that knee. And you heard in the beginning with the intro that even though he was placed on the injury list as questionable, it was more so because they want to rest that knee up. He missed Wednesday's practice and yesterday's practice. I believe that's what it was. We'll look at it soon. But he's also looking for his first score. If you look at the Colts, though, their offense has been pretty explosive. You've seen Jonathan Taylor, 77 attempts, 414 total yards, 3 touchdowns, along with 68. Daniel Jones, their second longest, like Asylum said, with the 3 touchdowns, 18 attempts, 54 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground.
They have almost as many rushing touchdowns as Geno Smith has interceptions.
That is not good at all.
That's not good.
Tyler Warren, the tight end, is a big part of their offense. 19 receptions, 263 yards. Hasn't have a score yet, and I hope that doesn't change when they play us. But the defense has been playing good for the Raiders, especially in the short fields. Not trying to keep beating a dead horse with Geno Smith throwing the interceptions. But if we can limit,
he keeps throwing the interceptions.
If we can limit the turnovers, more so have none at all. But if we can limit the turnovers, this can be.
I just hope he didn't buy a house in Vegas.
Let's just.
I hope he's renting and he got a month-to-month kind of a contract, because I don't know if he's going to be here much fucking longer.
He needs to figure it out, because if it's just a quarterback, that's the reason why this team it starts losing more games. We've been through this before. We've been through this many years since the Super Bowl year before, where the quarterback was that one issue. Unfortunately, when it comes to football or all of sports, that one issue, the quarterback, is your issue. Doesn't matter. So, and then Michael Pittman Jr., who is questionable, 21 receptions, 234 yards in the air, receiving yards and 3 touchdowns. So this offense is dangerous. But let me play this. I had to reload everything because it was my browser or something that acted up. That's what the StreamYard said. It really is probably trying to shut us off, but it is okay.
I think so.
It's okay. I wanted to play, and I have it up right now. I'm just trying to figure out this one. Okay. This is Chip Kelly in his press conference.
Yeah. The interceptions on Sunday. Was there anything commonality involved at all, or just?
All the plays were slightly different. The 2 over the middle, trying to get a clear out route, and then a route in behind it, and didn't get him cleared through enough. Thought that he was going to run with the deeper route, and then he fell off. Good play. He's a good player. Kevin's a really good player. Been a good player in this league for a long time. So, you go through everyone, just like when we went in the Chargers game. What happened on that, and then there's not a theme. There's just each one's a little bit slightly different, and then you try to learn through those experiences and then move.
We asked last week about getting Ashton more involved in the passing game, and you said definitely you wanted to. He got 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. I guess, is that something you want to continue to develop even more?
Yeah, if every catch is a touchdown, then we're all on board. No, but I mean, it's just the nature of our offense in terms of where we are. They were both red zone opportunities for him, and sometimes people, you obviously look at it, they're playing zone and they dropped out. So we dropped it down. They made you run it in. So we threw the ball in front of them, and Ashton did a good job on the linebacker and ran it in. So all those guys, Ashton, Raheem, they can do some different things. Zamir was our third down back before. Lobby's done some good things on third down. It just depends on how defenses are going to deploy themselves to defend you in the passing game. And we do have some weapons out wide in Brock and Jacoby and Tuck. So, if you're going to focus on them and maybe think about doubling one of those guys, then that means the back's going to be one-on-one, and then those guys have to be a factor in the passing game.
The running game was obviously on against the Bears. What did you see from Raheem Mostert? He wasn't active the first couple games.
Yeah,
he was.
A lot of the active part in all of the NFL, if you're not the starter, and obviously Ashton is a starter, revolves around special teams. So where did they need him? And I know T-Mac used him on teams, so that makes him active on game day. But I think he's got a wealth of experience. He had double-digit touchdowns just 2 years ago in this league, and he's seen a lot of things and done a lot of things. So I think he's got a really good understanding of the scheme. He's got a really good understanding of how to run the football in the National Football League, and didn't surprise us, the guys that have been around him. It doesn't surprise anybody that's seen him in the league that what he can do when he has the ball in his hand. So I was excited that we had a chance to keep him active, and he's going to be active again this week. And that's a pretty good 1-2 punch with him and Ashton.
Colton Miller is one of the best tackles in the game of football.
Yeah.
Does it change anything for you as a play caller not having a Colton Miller up there?
Yeah, I mean, Colton was having a tremendous year. I think you look at some of the metrics, and he was top 1, 2, or 3 tackle in the league in terms of his production and what he had done so far. So, anytime you lose a frontline starter, no matter who it is, not having Mike last week at tight end changes what you do. But losing Colton, we feel really confident in Stone. I think he's had a good week of training. We still have, obviously, today and tomorrow morning to go. But you got to make some adjustments when you lose a guy of that nature, and that's just everybody's got to kind of pull their weight a little bit and help Stone out a little bit, and make sure we're aware, because they too have 2 really good edge rushers in Liatu and Kwity Paye, and so those guys had our attention before the game and before Colton was out, so they're going to have our attention even more now that Colton's out of there.
Do you feel Jackson's presence up there in the booth, or did you see it on film what Jackson Powers-Johnson was able to do last week?
I don't feel anybody's presence when I'm up in the booth, but he's getting an aura now that if the offensive coordinator in the booth can feel the right guard's presence, let me just tell you, I love JPJ, but his head's really big right now. So let's just not start talking about that part. Just maybe we can cut this part of the interview out, because he'll be like, there's an aura in Allegiant Stadium with him. So. The one thing I love, he's a tough kid. He plays his tail off. He's a physical player. Obviously when he was out, you lose that physicality that he brings. But,
So wait, I want to stop right there. I think all the difference was JPJ and the aura that we all felt, us Raider Nation, when we saw that they threw him back in there.
I think it's because Meredith didn't have to worry about handling both sides of him. Right? It allowed him to focus on what he was getting used to. My job and his job. Not my job, his job, and his job.
Yeah, and it's going to be a little tougher this week, of course, because like he talked about, Stone Forsyth will be coming in. Forsyth will be coming in to take the place of Colton Miller with the high ankle sprain that placed him on IR. So this will be another challenge for the offensive line, especially like he said. And
it's not like he ain't having any problems right now. He's throwing the ball perfectly.
Yes.
Aston Jeanty, who, if you notice, during that breakout game, he was running to the left an awful lot.
Yeah.
So, it's really going to be on JPJ, Glaze to get out of this slump real quick, and Meredith to really solidify that right side, and let Jeanty be able to run to the right, all game, instead of, or at least fool everybody that way to open up a hole over there or something. And a lot of 3-step drops, shotguns, and get that ball out quickly, because I don't know if you can trust the blind side. I can't trust Gino. I don't know if you can trust the blind side right now.
Yeah, and Forsyth, he's another guy that Pete Carroll knows. from Seattle. They drafted him in Seattle, came over by trade to the Raiders. So it's someone that they do, or that Pete knows. He is a spot starter.
Right now, Pete is 1 for 2 with people he knows from Seattle. Okay.
Wait, who's the one good one?
Jamal Adams.
Oh yeah, Jamal Adams. Yes. See, I forget about the defense because they've been taking care of business, and we haven't had to really talk. I don't want to jinx it.
1 for 2.
Yes.
If this goes 1 for 3, I don't trust him with people from Seattle. If this goes 2 for 3, then I might start trusting him a little bit more. But right now, Forsythe's got he's got some big shoes to fill, a lot of pressure on him because, I mean, he's being thrown to the fucking wolves.
Yeah. And, I just hope that because the way I've been seeing how people, and I think you talked about this on Wednesday's show about how people have been showing all the bad. I guess the bad that Forsythe was a spot starter when they needed him. He's only in his 5th year, so this is his 5th year. I just hope that he is not. He's better. He's better than Kappa because Kappa's our veteran backup, and we've seen how the offensive line. I was going to say how they worked, but they didn't work on those 2 games that JPJ wasn't playing. So I hope that Forsythe is not a drop off. I know he's going to be a drop off from Colt Miller, but I mean, like a noticeable, they can't function drop off.
I mean, if he plays as bad as Kappa did, we are fucked. And thankfully, Kappa has set the bar too high to beat.
You know what it's like? It's like when them old school Christmas lights, you have a whole string, and then the one in the middle stops working. So now you got to figure out which one it is that's not working. JPJ was that bulb that wasn't put in. Kappa was a bulb that was in it that wasn't working, and the whole line didn't work. You put JPJ back in there, plugged it back in. All of a sudden, everything's bright now, and it's all flickering in rhythm and everything.
Are you surprised? I got a question for you, and for the chat and everything. Are you surprised they went out and got Forsythe to fill that role and didn't put Kappa there?
But does Kappa have tackle experience? I forgot.
Parham's a tackle too.
Parham's a tackle too. But you know what's crazy? Do you with Colton Miller going down? And I know we have the rookies, the rookies that we had drafted, the offensive line that we drafted. A lot of folks were like, "Oh, we should put him in there." But do you think a moment like this that we miss Thayer Mumford not making a team?
I do.
I know he didn't do that well in preseason. It's a new offense.
You think
he
signs with a new team right before Miller gets hurt?
Who's he with now? Who's he with now?
He signed. I don't remember. He just got picked up by a team though the same week that he got hurt.
That's crazy.
So
I'm sorry. I moved on. I found someone else. Don't call me.
But I mean, yeah. I miss. I know there was a lot of people who didn't like Mumford, but in all honesty, he's better than Kappa. And right now, we sure in the hell could use him. We're speculating. We're speculating because all the bad videos I saw of Forsythe, he was playing on the right side. Maybe he's more of a left side guy. Maybe it's more natural for him. Maybe he'll be better there. We're going to have to see. But
hopefully,
I am worried.
We're just like you said. We're just gonna have to see. Hopefully, the offensive line and run blocking continues on what they put out there last week, they can continue that with Ashton Jeanty, him finding the holes. And I'm pretty sure that Mostert, like Chip Kelly said, Mostert will probably be the active one in Zamir White. And I know we're big Zamir White fans, but that one showing that Mostert had kind of outshined the 3 games.
I said it. I said it on Wednesday. We might have found our 1-2 punch at running back.
Yeah.
And it might be, and Mostert being that 2 punch. I mean, it seemed, during the one game, that's one game, we got to see it again. But, Mostert and Jeanty seem to have complemented each other.
Yeah.
So, and that's what you're looking for out of a 1-2 punch. They're different styles. They're different tempos type of backs. Because Jeanty's going to run at you. And Mostert, being that veteran, is a little bit more crafty. Maybe he helped show Jeanty a little something. Because, we brought it up on that long run Jeanty had, where he got to the line and his feet went right in place. And then he took off. He let it develop, which he wasn't doing before. He was trying to hit whatever little hole he saw, figuring I could squeeze through it. Is that maybe a little bit of, Mostert being, hey, when I'm out there, this is what I'm noticing. You let the play go for 1 second, and this guy likes to, he's allowing the guard to sit there and push him out the way. Give him that second, get to that line and then take off. It could be something like that. I mean, there needs to be some kind of a communication. And if that's the 1-2 punch, I'll be happy with that all year long.
Yeah, and Mostert, he is a veteran. Like Chip Kelly said in that presser, it wasn't that far. It wasn't that long ago, 2 seasons ago, where he was the touchdown leader. Was it in rushing, right? So, I mean, he knows how to be patient enough to find that hole and then shoot through, which is something that Ashton Jeanty that he's developing on how to learn that part of his skill. Yeah,
he's used to seeing a hole and staying there. Not there's a hole, and by the time I get there, where the fuck did it go?
Yeah,
because that's the NFL for you. These guys are faster, bigger. He's plowing through the guys, the secondary guys, but he ain't plowing through a linebacker. I haven't seen him do it yet. He's not. He's going to get run down by defensive linemen, and he's going to be surprised when that happens.
Yeah,
he's going to be like, "God damn, big boy's fast." There's a lot of running backs who say that. They're not used to being run down, let alone by a defensive lineman who's 300 pounds.
Who can run a 4.5 40?
But this motherfucker not only ran me down, but he fucking flattened my ass.
Be like, I see a number 90 coming at me faster than me. What's going on here? I'm not used to that. That is the NFL speed, and look. Let's look at the numbers right here. Okay, let's look at the numbers right here. All right. The Raiders offense 329.5, 18th. That's total yards a game. So the offense ranks 18th in that. Rushing yards, the Raiders 114.3, 15th, baby. That's better than last year's 31-32. So Jeanty had jumpstart this Raiders. We'll say Jeanty and Mostert in this last game shot them up from, I think they're like number 30 last week to middle of the pack, number 15. And in the air.
In one game, that's a good jump.
Yeah, that's want to keep that up because the run game is very vital to this offense to get that play action going and to maybe take that pressure off of Geno.
It keeps Geno from throwing the ball, which in turn keeps him from throwing interceptions.
Can you hand off an interception? Yes, you can. 215.3 yards in the air, a game, which is 14th. But our points per game 19.3, which is 24th. If you look at the Colts offense, this is where you can see that the Colts offense.
Hold on, before you go there, why do you think the points per game is 24th when we're kind of running middle of the pack everywhere else?
Because we lose possessions by interceptions.
7 interceptions has kept points off the fucking board.
Yeah.
Is the horse dead yet?
We will see on Sunday as he play the Colts. The Colts offense, the high-powered offense, 397.3 yards a game, which is third in the league. 136 of that is on the ground, which is eighth.
All Daniels? It's all Daniel Jones? That was Patrick
No.
Martin?
No. That's overall. That's all games. I mean, that's all yards. That's all yards.
He started every game, right?
Yes.
So that's all Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel, who did
For
that?
the most part, yeah. Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Telling you, he found a home. Yeah.
Fuck.
He was out there. 261 of those 397 yards a game. 261 of those, fourth in the league in the air. So that's Daniel Jones, his average. And then they have 30.8 points a game, which is fourth.
So they got like a top 5 offense.
They are doing their thing. Yes. Our offense, our defense, though, okay. We only allow 331 total yards, 21st in the league. 102 of that is on the ground, which is 13th. 228 of that is in the air, which is 23rd. We've allowed 24.8 points, which is 22nd in the league. Their defense, the Colts, 319 total yards. They give up a game, which is 17th. 96 of that is on the ground, which is 8th. 223 of that is in the air, which is 21st. But they give up 20.8 points a game, which is 12th. So maybe we can score 20 points.
Well, we can throw the ball because their secondary sucks.
Yeah, but it all depends on this guy right here.
But then that happens. This is going to be a tough test for the defense and the run game. Just by what you had up there.
Yeah.
Numbers don't lie, right? The numbers are the numbers. And,
yeah.
The defense is going to have their work cut out for them. Okay. Do we have faith in them? Up until they start breaking down. They did have one bad game as a defense. So, why I say that. The run game has only had one good game, and now we're going up against a solid run defense. So, it's going to be up to Genty and Mostert to open that up, and the football gods and the football devil and everybody fucking else you got to pray to in order to keep Geno Smith from fucking being a dumbass, throwing into double, triple, quadruple coverage and throwing another 3 interceptions. He's going for the most in one season. Most games with 3+ interceptions.
Let me ask you this. Is that where we're all going every time Geno Smith goes back to pass? Are we all like,
Every time I see the pass play, the words that come out of my mouth is, don't throw an interception.
And, I was watching it was the Raiders versus the Colts in 2001. The year we first, Jerry Rice came over. Rich Gannon was in his third year with the Raiders, under John Gruden. And 98, 99, 2000, 99, 2000. Yeah. So it's third year with John Gruden. But I forgot how early in the season that game was. But in that game, they had a stat with Peyton Manning when he was younger. Peyton Manning, because he threw an interception to Anthony Dorsett, the son. Anthony Dorsett, where he took it back for a touchdown. And then they had a stat that that he already has, Peyton Manning already has 7 interceptions, throughout the season. And then I think like 5 of those were pick sixes. So you're like, whoa, okay, So, but see the difference between when Peyton Manning throws an interception in his younger years, okay, this is his younger years, not the guy he became who won a Super Bowl with the Colts before he left and then won a Super Bowl with the Broncos. But he throws an interception. He tells the receiver, hey, you're supposed to go out, not in. When Geno Smith throws an interception, it's okay. All right. And I think that's where we lose the confidence in Geno Smith. It's like, dude, okay, you threw an interception, but we need you, what they say all the time, short memory, whether it's a good play or a bad play, short memory, okay? Come back, let's do it again, or we do it better. Don't think about what happened the last time.
Maybe he does have a short memory, and that's why he keeps throwing in the same fucking coverages and throwing interceptions. Maybe he needs to have a little bit longer memory and remember, I don't like what I see there. Maybe I don't throw the ball there.
Yeah, to the same guy doing the same defensive coverage back there. You got the linebacker playing safety. It happened twice in that game, and we saw what happened. Went straight to the guy, same play, same look, same everything.
Watching those videos, I should have put JPJ on there for insane plays because he saved 2 fucking touchdowns.
Yeah. Yes. All right, Asalam, let's look at this right here. The injury report. Now you heard Pete Carroll say that Brock Bowers will, even though he said he's questionable, he did not practice yesterday, did not practice today, that's what it was, but they said they were just resting his knee, that he should be a go for this weekend, and he better be because he's the only tight end I have on my fantasy, and I don't need this, I don't need this right now in a very pivotal moment, a week in fantasy football. Okay, so I need that.
Guess who's kicking my ass?
Brent,
you're gonna win this week.
Brennan Jackson, linebacker, foot IR. Oh, he guess he was pressed. Wait, foot IR. Leg practice, did not practice. I guess I never saw that's what Son, what is IR as an injury? Not injury reserve. Because wouldn't that say he's out then?
Inner right foot?
Maybe. Michael Merritt, tight end, concussion, light practice. He is questionable. Justin Shorter, the right receiver. Huh?
I don't expect him to play.
I would say if they held back JPJ for one day, and of course it was a short week, Monday night to that game, I would think Michael Merritt will probably be held that one more game, and then he'll be ready to go for the next game next week. Justin Shorter, right receiver, on the active roster. He had an illness, but he should be active. D. Cameron Richardson, hamstring, full practice, so he should be able to play. Eric Stokes, he had the knee, light practice is questionable. I would think that they probably might hold him to. He probably might dress up and hold him to. And then they had Max Crosby on there with the knee, but you're not going to stop Max Crosby from playing. You know that already. Colts, long laundry list of injuries. DeForest Buckner, that is their top defensive lineman. He had rest, did not practice, but he should be playing. Samson Ipukam, defensive end, he only had rest, light practice. He should be playing. Zaire Franklin, outside linebacker, ankle, did not practice. Full practice, he'll be playing. Matt Goncalves, O tackle, toe. He should be going. He should be playing. Tyler Goodson, running back, groin out. Tyquan Lewis, defensive end, oblique, questionable. Kenny Moore, cornerback. Achilles, of course, that's an out. So, Alec Pierce, wide receiver. He's the one that beat us in that long touchdown when Minshew was the quarterback and basically knocked us out of the playoff contention. Concussion, but he'll be out. Michael Pittman, receiver, hamstring. He full practice today, so he should be playing. Daniel Scott is out. And then the last three, They're all just resting, so they all should play. That is your injury report for this game right here. Okay, Asylum.
IR.
Huh?
The legend.
Oh wait, yeah, we should do that on. Let's see. What does the legend say? It doesn't say because that's an injury. So I don't know. That IR. You say inner right foot. We're gonna go with that inner right foot. So
also known as plantar fasciitis. I don't know.
Well, let's go to our keys. Asylum, what will it take for the Raiders to get a win in Indy against this offense, but more so against a defense just in general, because Geno Smith throws so many interceptions. It's like, is that one of the keys? Don't throw interceptions.
You get a ball. You get a ball. You get a ball. Everyone gets a ball.
I'm questioning this week with a concussion and abdominal fatigue. I am questionable. Jason Downs is questionable with a concussion and abdominal fatigue. I know how that feels. You watch Geno Smith this last game, you beat your head against the floor or the wall, whatever, and then your stomach turns because you're like, I'm sick of this shizzle. So I think we're all questionable in this game. That's why I'm wearing these sunglasses, because I'm sensitive to light. All right, Asylum, keys to the game. What is your first key to the game?
I mean, we're going to go with low-hanging fruit. Defense, step up, do what you need to do. Don't let them, get a rhythm going. The second one, let's establish the run against a good run defense. And the lowest hanging fucking fruit, the easiest one, and I'm sure everyone knows what's coming. Chet, could you tell me what it is? Don't throw no fucking interceptions.
Wait, what was that again?
Don't throw any fucking interceptions. See, anyway. That's the lowest hanging fruit there was. Unfortunately, it had to be picked and it had to be said because somebody on the team does not get the memo and does not understand that part of football.
One more time. What is it again?
Don't throw no fucking interceptions.
Yes. The gong has it. I just want to play that sound. That's my number one. Don't throw no interceptions, Geno. Give them extra possessions, Geno.
To be honest, I could have used that one for all three.
For all three? The gong?
First one, don't throw an interception. Second one, don't throw an interception. Third one, don't throw no fucking interceptions.
Do you gotta do it 7 times?
I ain't doing it 7 times.
3 times a show?
I've said it over and 7 times in the show.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. My 3 keys are:
don't throw an interception.
Don't throw an interception. That's one. Offensive line. Continue to build off of last game. And my number 3.
Not the injury part. Not the injury part.
Not the injury part. Yeah. With the running game. And then my number 3, don't throw interceptions, especially 3 of them, because that's my number 3. Don't throw 3 interceptions. Number 3.
Don't throw 1 interception. But you know what? With the way he's been going, this should be the game he doesn't throw an interception.
I hope, man. You know what? This is what we got to do, okay? When Geno Smith, the first 2 games he played in Allegiant Stadium as a Raider the home quarterback, he threw 3 interceptions. Geno Smith, we're going to go like in baseball, okay? Well, Geno Smith will throw in the away games, and then we'll have somebody else. I don't care, okay? Kenny Pickett, I don't care. We'll go and play the home games. Because that's how it's set up. We'll do like a baseball rotation, okay? We were away, we were home, we're away, we're home, we're going to be away, we're going to come back, be at home, we're going to be away, we've got a bye week. Then we go home, away, home. So this is what we're gonna do, okay? Geno Smith, he wants to throw to the white jerseys. Let him only be quarterback when we're away, and then when we're in our black jerseys, we'll have somebody else. Okay, we'll have a second guy rotation. Yeah, so you're gonna have Geno Smith. He'll be your I want to say he's the ace because right now he's not throwing like an ace. But I guess it'd be first in the rotation, and then Aiden O'Connell will come in and be the second guy in the rotation, and they'll just go back and forth, okay? Just go back and forth. That's how we're going to do it, all right? We're going to do a baseball.
Quarterback by committee. Throw the ball better at home. You're out. Sit on the bench.
You know why? Because, Legion Stadium, you got the win. It's like a bowl, No, we don't. It's a dome. It's a dome. I was trying to make an excuse. All right. Let's do this real quick. Let me start over. When we do the Friday shows, we always try to highlight a game or whatever that is tied to the team that we are playing. This week's Know Your History. That's what it's called, Know Your History. This week's Know Your History.
Know your fucking history.
This is the longest Raider game played in Raider history. It is the one that went double overtime in 1977. It is the most famous, the one, the only. I know. That's it's your year. Yeah. I thought you liked that. It ties together. This is the one.
How many interceptions were thrown in that game?
I know there was one great reception that was thrown in this game. It was caught by a ghost. He was running a post. They call the game Ghost to the Post. Here it is. Ghost to the Post. Know your history. I got it. Know your history. Here we go.
And all you Raiders out there need to know your fucking history.
The game would be played before the largest home crowd in Baltimore Colts history. This game itself would soon make history as one of the longest and greatest ever played in the 58 years of professional football. From the outset, Raider execution was impressive, as Stabler began a classic shootout that would total 345 yards passing, as just one phase of a thundering assault.
Now the Raiders are thinking 6 at this juncture. Hand off to Davis, adjusts over left tackle down to the 25, the 20, takes off to the 15, the 10, stiff arms the man at the 5, touchdown Raiders! Clarence Davis with a quick adjustment at the line of scrimmage, powered past the left tackle spot, head ahead of steam, pranced into the secondary, and left a trail of would-be tacklers behind him.
While Clarence Davis left tacklers clutching at air, Baltimore quarterback Burt Jones was reluctantly accepting the axiom, when sacked by Matuzak, discretion is the better part of valor. Like a great silver wall, Rice, Matuzak, Hendricks, Johnson, and others rose up. Then the Raiders struck again.
Second down, Stabler back to pass, throwing a deep bomb. He's got Branch against Muncie. He makes a leaping, incredible catch, gets up from the 28, and is run out of bounds on the 20-yard line. Holy Toledo, what a catch by Branch. The ball is on the 9. Stabler back to pass. Banaszak is in the game. Stabler looks, lobs one to Casper. Touchdown Raiders!
Every play was big. Ted Hendricks got a hand on this punt, and Jeff Barnes recovered. The Raiders converted the blocked punt into points and led midway through the third quarter 21-7. But the Colts fought back, finally going ahead 31-28. Time became crucial. The Raiders had to stop the Colts right now. They did exactly that. Gained possession and then calmly sent Ghost to the post.
Branch left, Biletnikoff to the right. Back again, straight drop back, pumps once. He goes medium deep to Casper. Casper makes it over the shoulder catch. He's caught from behind at the 15-yard line. A very, very remarkable adjustment as Casper, I think, first turned the wrong way and managed to run under that high lob to the deep part of the defense.
Casper's catch was a work of art. And then Coach Madden called on Earl Mann to send the game into overtime. This AFC playoff would go into a fifth period, a period of magnificent defense. In the final 23 minutes of this incredible game, the towering Raider defense did not allow a single first down. Tension and exhaustion tapped the last resources as the fifth period became the sixth. Desire and determination were stretched to ultimate limits. But these proud Raiders made one more gallant effort, one final drive, one relentless, undeniable push goalward. Stabler to Branch for 19. Then, on 2nd and 7, a beautifully conceived play pass triumphantly brought down the curtain. Dave Casper's touchdown meant a 37-31 victory after 75 minutes and 43 seconds, the longest game in Raider history.
Ayúdame en este momento para que me des el poder para conquistar el cuerpo. Te daré mi devoción para siempre poderoso.
What is up? Okay, we decided that we need to bring. Huh? I don't care. Oh, that you went with. Okay. And then, yeah, this one right here.
That was funny.
This one right here. This is why we do know your history, because we like to educate everybody out there
Some of us have
on the history.
education, and we don't want that to hinder your knowledge.
Yes. All right. Asylum. You know why we're here. Everyone should know why we're here. We need to.
I said it plenty of times during the show and on Wednesday. That's why we had to bring out Al Jobu.
Yes. What was that again? What is it? What Gino can't do? What is it again?
He can't not throw an interception.
Okay, now look. Okay, Geno Smith, you've had
interceptions. Stop throwing fucking interceptions.
You've had many bad games these last games. Ever since the Patriot game, it's just been bad Geno. Okay, we don't want bad Geno. We don't want Jimmy Geno. Okay, we want good Geno. We want the Geno Smith that revived his career. Speaking of quarterbacks who revived his career, you said it earlier. A New York quarterback finding his way outside of the Big Apple. But we need you to come back. Be Seattle. Be Seattle Geno. Okay, don't be Jimmy Geno, because that's what you're acting. Jimmy Geno, or Jimmy G, Jimmy Geno, whatever.
Get more specific on which Seattle Geno. Because remember, Seattle Geno last year threw for a lot of yards, but threw a lot of interceptions.
Yeah, Pete Carroll, Seattle Geno. Okay.
That's more. You got to be specific.
Yes, we got to be Pacific here, okay? When we're trying to make sure we tell Jobu what we need from Jobu. Okay, so, all right, Asylum, we need to do this right now. And I decided that a shot for me is just not enough for what Geno has put us through. So I'm going to do the ultimate sacrifice, and I'm going to drink straight from the bottle of the Cage Match Elixir, okay? Or Cageacy, we call it here. Okay. All right, Asylum, here we go. We need to make sure that this right here in the red does not happen in this game. And how about just never, okay? Just never, okay? Keep it 0.
Rest of the season. No more.
A silent went black. See, they're trying to stop us. Okay, here we go. No, you're back. No, but your camera went black, and then I said, "Oh no, see, the bad juju. That's how bad it is." Here we go. Here we go, Asylum. We gotta eradicate all this bad juju from Geno Smith to StreamYard and YouTube trying to shut us off. It's not gonna happen. So here we go. We do the prayer on the show. It is in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Roller. This is for you, Geno Smith. We need you to be better. Do we take 7 shots for each interception?
I don't have 7 shots. Sorry.
No, I'm just joking. I gotta drive.
We're going to end the show with me going, oh, yeah, everybody fucking, Smith in the
You're gonna end the show. You're gonna end the show like this.
Take over, Monty. I'm in the bag.
Me?
So we gotta make sure, Gino, we don't need no more interceptions. I'm gonna do one more for good luck. Okay, one last one, because we gotta make sure that the bad juju, Aljo Boo, we need you to make sure that we get the bad juju out of Geno Smith. Okay, we're gonna start calling him Bad Juju Smith. We don't need that. We need good Juju Smith. Okay, Juju Geno Smith. Here we go. One more time. The name of the. Oh wait, here. You need. Okay, let's make sure. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Roller. Okay, Geno Smith. No more interceptions. All right. We do this for you, Raider Nation, and we do this
so you don't have to.
Yes, this is what we do. Okay, we got to make sure that we do our best here on the show to make sure that we get to help this team win. And this is what we do in the parking lots. You know, back in the days of the old school original black hole parking lots, parking lot in D parking lot D. Oh, that juju's kicking in. Okay, D-Lot. All right, everybody. That is our show. Thank you, Aljo Boo, for being there as we pray to make sure that Geno Smith and his interceptions.
If this don't work, I'm bringing a live chicken next time.
So
it ain't working.
That is our show. Asylum, do you have any last words before we get into this game on Sunday?
I only got one more thing to say. Stop throwing fucking interceptions.
That is our show for today. If you need to rewatch this and play it again just to make sure, you know, to get the juju out, just follow the last 5 minutes of our show.
In order to get the bad juju out, then do it.
Yes. There is, we need 5 more shots to make sure that every shot counts for every interception thrown by Geno Smith. So
every shot is, just so people understand, every shot is to erase an interception.
Yes.
We're planning ahead. We're doing the shots now, so he doesn't throw them in the next game.
Yes, because the way he was playing, this is how we feel. What Jason Down said: concussion and abdominal fatigue. So, all right, everybody.
Best one.
I have Mark Wilson on. Oh, Mark Wilson, back in the day. He tried to be the one after Jim Plunkett, but it just wasn't quite there. Okay, everybody. We want to say thank you for watching our show, the Friday show. We'll be back on Wednesday. You know, we're doing big things now, okay? We're not going to say yet, you know, just wait for the thumbnail, but we're doing big things. We appreciate those. Say that again?
I said, wait for the thumbnail, because that means you want to hit that bell.
Yes.
That's when that thumbnail drops, you know what's going on, and you can look at it, because there might be something big coming in down the pipelines. Just saying.
Yes.
Hit that bell, that way you know when we're coming on.
Hit that bell. Hit that bell like this.
Hit that bell. You know, like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell. because you just never know what's going to be on the Cage Match Show.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait, man. It's going to be great this Wednesday. Peggy will be back this Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. And then we'll see what happens after that. So, but big things are coming, and they're coming faster than you think. I hope that wasn't a pause moment. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for watching the show. We'll be back on Wednesday on our regular time, 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Central. No, Mountain. 6 p.m. Mountain, 7 p.m. Asylum time in the Central, and then 8 in the Eastern. So check that out on Wednesday. So yes, I can't wait. All right, everybody. Take care. We end every show like we always do. That is a message from Raider Mill, a.k.a. Coach Wallace, my old football coach who keeps his memory alive on the Cage Match Show. So thank you very much. Let's get a win. Like Anna said, let's just start getting wins, please. Okay.
And stop
Cheers.
throwing fucking interceptions.
Yes. So let's do this. Have a good weekend. And Raiders, please don't ruin my weekend. Get that win. It's a 10 o'clock game, so don't start off my Sunday where I start hating everybody, okay? Because it's supposed to be, Sundays are supposed to be, a W and pleasant. Take care, everybody. See you guys on Wednesday. Peace out. Oh, yeah. Dig it.
All you other NFL teams, your tailgates are weak. Your teams are weak. We might be down right now, but it doesn't take away the history. And all you Raiders out there need to know your fucking history of who the fuck you playing for and where the fuck you're playing. Damn it. Oh, and by the way, I won my last cage fight. Again, I'm still undefeated. And you NFL motherfuckers out there that you think you want some, come on and get some anytime.